Monday. It's 4 o'clock. You know what that means. It's time for the Hostess Next Door. I'm your hostess, Chef Vanessa Kontov. I'm so excited to have you joining me today. As always, we have Sarah in the studio.
Woohoo! Hello, everyone.
Hi, Sarah. So excited. So today our theme is all about no-cook recipes. So it's been a little bit hot here in New York, and yeah, who wants to turn on the stove? So we've got some really great recipes for you, and make sure you stick around. Later in the show, we've got Julie Hartigan here today, and she's going to be showing you a couple really awesome no-cook recipes for entertaining as well. So let's get started. All right, so when I was thinking of no-cook, Sarah, I was thinking of ceviche. It's like my favorite. Yeah, it's like my favorite thing in the summer. I really like light and sort of, you know, easy and summery, and makes me think I'm at the beach even when I'm not at the beach. So we're going to start first with a mango citrus ceviche. So wonderful thing is it's all about like fresh, 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 fresh. I don't know how many ways to say fresh. Like, you have to make sure that the fish that you buy when you're making ceviches or any kind of like tartare, anything like that, if you can find it to be sashimi grade, which means it's sushi grade, that's kind of like the best thing. Make sure that you have a good relationship with your fishmonger and that they're giving you the freshest fish. So today for the ceviche, we're going to be using a tilapia, so you can see that here. And we're going to flavor it with mango and citrus. So first what we want to do is we want to cure the fish. It's a process by which we're going to marinate it, and it's kind of always a hard concept for people to understand when you say like you're curing it. It's kind of like you're cooking it, but you're using citrus juice to cook it. And there's sort of a technique here too, because you don't want to marinate it or cure it for too long, and you also don't want to marinate it for too short, right? So the ideal sort of time is about 15 to 20 minutes. So first we're going to just take this tilapia, we're going to put it in a bowl. I just trimmed off the end piece because it kind of looked a little interesting. And right now I'm just sort of cutting it in cubes. There's not like a very special technique. I'm just cutting it into pieces that will work nicely, that you can scoop on a nice chip. And everybody, make sure you let me know where you're joining us from. As always, that is my very favorite thing. I love knowing that you guys are tuning in from far and wide. Is everybody watching the eclipse right now? Are you guys somewhere in the world in the path of totality? I want to hear from anybody who was in the path of totality, who actually saw the full eclipse at like 99%. Let me know. That's what I'm interested in.
I didn't see the full eclipse, but I did go outside with my eclipse glasses, and I got to see the 71% that we get to see here.
You had the eclipse glasses? See, I didn't think ahead of time to get the glasses.
10 pairs I got.
What?
Yeah, I planned ahead. I was ready for this amazing natural.
Let me ask you this. How much does a pair of eclipse glasses set you back?
Well, I got it was 5 pairs for 15, so about $3 a pop. Okay,
that's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad. No, I would pay for that. I would pay for that. Okay, so we're gonna put in ours. We're gonna make, so today's is gonna be mango and citrus. So I've got a mango here. It's not as ripe as I would like it to be. So you want to get one that's a little bit ripe. I'm just going to use a vegetable peeler to peel this mango because it is kind of hard, so it'll be really easy for you to get the skin off with a peeler. Okay, here we go.
So Veronica Wallace says it's over here in Miami now, but she saw 80%.
Oh, wow.
Tiffany Marie Rice said, I saw the full eclipse. That's awesome,
what?
Tiffany.
Where is she from?
Yeah, Tiffany, where are you watching from?
Where did you see that?
Let's see. Pat Holokai is watching from Southern California. Renee Hilscher says, I like this. It looks delicious.
I know. Renee's like staying focused on what we're doing here. I'm all about this eclipse. Yeah, so what we're going to do, actually, let me pause right now and put some of this lime juice in here, like we said, so we can start the curing process. I'm going to leave a little bit behind so that we will have some when we're ready to finish the dish. So you'll see. You'll see. Right now, this is what it looks like when it's curing. And like I said, you don't want to cure it too long, because then what happens is the fish becomes kind of like a mushy mess and it's not good. So just about 15 to 20 minutes is going to be ideal. And also we're using like a really basic white flaky fish, tilapia today. You could use any kind of like a sea bass, mahi-mahi. Those are all really good fishes for ceviche. So I've peeled my mango, and now I'm just going to cut some of it into some nice little small dice. I like the way mango just kind of has, like, it plays really well with citrus. It's just such a good flavor that goes well with lime. But then it also is such a pretty color, and when you're doing ceviche, it kind of makes you feel like it's really tropical, which is kind of what we're going for here. So we're going to do like a little dice.
Kimberly Mungan says, no, I did not see the eclipse. I took a nap. I love that. That makes me laugh. But we do have a couple more people who, Rita Hammond says, I saw 99% in Henderson, Kentucky, which is pretty awesome. And Jerry Curlis is watching from Salem, Oregon, and I know they had a very clear view of it over there as well.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. Oregon, I was watching on the news that there were some people who were like descending on small towns that don't usually have like this many people coming. And so it was a little bit, it was a little bit much for some of this smaller towns. But, you know, if you're smart, they probably figured out a way to like sell some T-shirts or something.
Or eclipse glasses.
Or eclipse glasses.
With the name of the town on it.
I was super cheesy. I don't even know if I should share how cheesy I really am, because I went to karaoke on Sunday, and I just had to sing Total Eclipse of the Heart because it was so cheesy. Anyways, sorry guys.
Let's hear a little bit of it now. I'm just kidding.
Sarah, you're the one that knows how to sing. You're like, you know, multi-talented.
I'm not on the screen right now. I'll save it for later.
Okay. All right, so we've got our mango here, and now we're going to throw in all of our really great aromatics. So we've got ginger. Now, you guys will remember I was showing you several episodes back, a really easy way to peel the ginger is with a spoon. It's the easiest way to get the skin off, so you can kind of see here. And everything that we're using here is fresh, right? So we want to use fresh lime juice. We just squeezed it literally right before 4 o'clock. We're using fresh ginger. Like, the key to making sure that your ceviche tastes really yummy is making sure that everything is really, really fresh. So you don't want to use the ginger that's pickled in the jar, or I think we all know how I feel about the lime or lemon juice that you get in those little containers from the store. So, all right, now I'm just going to do like a little bit of a mince here. I'm getting kind of excited. All right. Alrighty. Do you like ginger?
Yep. I am very excited about this ceviche, actually. The ceviche is one of my favorite foods. And I find that a lot of people just don't add enough citrus to it. For me, it's about that, you know, that tartness. So I'm very, this is looking delicious.
Yeah.
And mango, I'm a huge fan of mango. So all of this is...
It just like makes me feel like I'm at the beach, you know?
Yeah, Marion Elaine Goodchild says, I love ceviche. It looks delicious so far. I'm very excited to taste it later, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. Okay. We're going to do a little bit of jalapeno, and then I promise we're getting there. I'm just kind of got all of my ingredients all together here. This jalapeno, I'm going to take out some of the seeds because I don't want it to be too spicy. Ugh, you know, I'm like such a wimp when it comes to heat. I wish I was one of those people that could just like, no. Sorry. Okay. All right. So I went to get the fish today from a place in the city called Lobster Place. Do you know Lobster Place in Chelsea Market?
Oh, you know what? I think I do.
It's so good.
I don't know if I've ever bought fish from there before, though.
Oh, it's so good. And everything's really fresh. So you can like know for sure that you're getting like the best, freshest fish. All right, we've got everything. I think we're going to do a little bit of cilantro, and then that's going to be the end of this first one. So let me just chop up some cilantro. This is really just a lot of food prep. You don't have to turn the oven on, but you do have to get down to business and do some work. So we'll do a little bit.
I feel like it's still pretty simple.
Well, it is. I mean, I think we've probably been doing this for all of like 7 minutes or so. But yeah, I mean, you still have a little bit of work to do. And remember, we're saving some of this lime juice for the end. All right. Okay.
Autumn McFarland says, ooh, hit it with the spice.
Hit it with the spice, right?
She was excited about those jalapenos.
About the jalapenos? Yeah. All right, so here we go. So now you guys can see. We have ginger. We've got cilantro, mango. Everything's really nice and fresh in here. We're going to add the rest of the lime juice from earlier. Okay. And I think we should put a little bit of shallot in here. What do you think?
I think that sounds amazing.
That sounds really good too. All right, I'm going to add a little bit of shallot. I just want it to be awesome. I make this stuff for real, for you guys to actually be able to eat it. It's not just like pretty for TV. Everybody descends on this kitchen as soon as like the show ends, and I really want you guys to enjoy it.
I feel like at some point we should record a video of what happens after the show.
Afterwards.
When literally all the camera operators, myself, people from the office that are not even involved in the show just kind of rush this room and start to eat.
It's so true. All right, so this is what this looks like. And then we're gonna kind of just wait for this to cure a little bit longer. We're gonna take a quick ad break, and then when you guys come back, we will finish our ceviche. All right, guys, so we're back. So here what we've had, we have one bowl that we've added mango, cilantro, shallot, ginger, and some lime juice. In our other bowl, we've got this tilapia that's been curing in lime juice for about 10 minutes. Ideally, you could do, about 15 or 20 minutes, but we'll just go ahead for the miracle of television, and we will add our fish into the bowl. So we're not going to keep the lime juice that it was curing in. That will just kind of set to the side. And then we'll toss it around. And this is literally our ceviche dish. And we're going to serve it with some chips in a little while. But for now, I'm just going to put it in a nice bowl for you. And we're going to move on to our second recipe. So here we go. This is so pretty.
Oh my gosh, Crystal Montez de Oca says, my mouth is so watery. Ashley Boyd says, so fresh. Also, excellent knife skills.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you.
And yeah, Hazel Thane says, that looks yummy.
It is going to be yummy. Okay, I have one more I want to show you guys. So this is actually interesting. This is where like you have a little bit of a situation and it breeds creativity, because this happens to me all the time. So we go to the fish market and we want to make tuna tartare, but the tuna is not looking really great. And you're like, well, I don't want to serve some really funky fish. So you just got to work with what you got. And they had some really, really beautiful salmon. So we're just going to make a salmon tartare. And actually, I really like salmon, so this kind of works for me anyway. So we're going to start with a really beautiful piece of fish. This is our salmon. And kind of a little bit of a riff, too, because I think everybody's had like tuna tartare like a zillion times, right? So this is going to be kind of a good, just like a good little twist. So we've got our fish here, and this we're going to do with a little bit more of like, let's do it this way. We're going to do like a little bit more of like an Asian-inspired spice mixture. So, oh my God, this is like cutting through butter. It is such a nice piece of fish. I wish you guys could. When I go for sushi, like salmon's my favorite, so this is just like...
I would say it's probably mine too.
It's so, this is a beautiful, beautiful piece of fish. So I'm just going to dice it small. It's really soft, like I'm not kidding. I'm trying to think of something to like describe what it's like to slice through this, but it's just really nice.
This close-up is giving us a pretty nice idea.
I mean, I honestly, I don't even think my knife is that awesome or sharp right now, but that's how like wonderful this fish is, that it's just kind of cutting right through it. It's just yummy.
I have a question. What is the main difference between tartare and ceviche?
Well, I mean, they're both raw fish, so I mean, not really.
Too much
but
of a difference?
Well, the thing about the ceviche is it goes through that curing. So that process where we did the lime juice for about 15 to 20 minutes. That's what makes it ceviche. The tartare, we're not going to do a curing. We're just going to toss it with aromatics, and we can just eat it like that, which also makes it so that usually the fish that you're getting for a tartare can be slightly more like higher quality.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I wouldn't do like a tartare with the tilapia.
That makes total sense. Thank you.
So, hey, we're here to learn things. All right, so we'll just cut this. I'm gonna leave this other piece of fish here. Oh, this is gonna be awesome. Okay.
Well, Janine Aylesworth McKnight says, we love ceviche here in the Tampa Bay area. The eclipse was beautiful, and this is a great presentation.
Oh, thank you. Okay. All right. So here what we're going to add for this recipe is we've got a little bit of sesame oil, which I like. You don't have to go too kind of, you know, with the sesame oil because it has a pretty strong flavor. We're going to add a little bit of soy sauce. And then I want to put some fresh some fresh orange and some fresh lime zest. So we'll put a little bit of that in here. This one is really simple. You don't have to do too much because it's such a nice piece of fish. You really don't have to kind of add as much as you do when you're doing like a ceviche. You want to really kind of taste the fish. So we'll add some orange, just the zest. I'm not even going to use the juice of this orange. And then, but I am going to use a little bit of the juice of this lime. So really it's just one lime, the zest and the juice, and then just about a tablespoon of the orange zest. All right, and that is it for this one. So I'll show you guys. We'll give this one a little stir. So this is just really nice. I think you can smell the orange along with the sesame and the soy. Ugh, this one's really, really, really nice. All right, so we are going to just do a quick little garnish of sesame seeds. I like to mix it up just for presentation. I'll do black and I'll do white sesame seeds, and then we're going to put a little bit of cilantro on top, just like this. And that is our tartare. So we have tartare and we have a really nice ceviche here. I want you guys, we're going to do today's no cook, right? And I didn't want to cook because it's no cook. So what we did was we made some really great tortilla chips. That's kind of like the best thing to serve these with is tortilla chips. And we made them in advance. You can make them and you can keep them in an airtight container for about 7 to 10 days or like a Ziploc bag or something like that. So I'm going to show you guys a quick video. This is from our Super Bowl segment we did, but we made chips. And so you guys can just take a quick look and see how easy it is to make the chips at home. We're back. I hope you guys liked our little video on making some chips, and now I've got Julie in the kitchen with me. Hi, Julie. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
So nice to be here. Oh my gosh, this looks so delicious. You guys in person? Yes.
Well, it was your idea to do no cook recipes, so when I heard that, I was like, I'm just gonna like do what Julie's doing. So yeah,
make it easy.
Yeah. So tell us. Okay. So first of all, how does everybody know you? So I know that you work with Bed Bath & Beyond and Weight Watchers, but you can let us know, you know, what you've been working on.
Sure, yeah. So I was an engineer initially who became a chef, and now I have my own consulting business where I do recipe development and videos and basically get to like completely geek out about food and cooking and share all of these tips and tricks with people that I've always loved to use in my own cooking, and now I get to do it for a living.
Which is so fun.
So much fun, yeah.
Julie and I had, like, we were in the kitchen for probably like an hour before the show started, so I like kind of already know how awesome her job is. We are both career changers and we're both moms, and so she's an engineer and she does really, really cool things. I have to tell you guys, when we get into it, she was just telling me about this really awesome cruise that she gets to go on with Weight Watchers. Like, anyways, so all right, let's get into it. Oh, and by the way, I made these chips for you.
Yes,
so I'm going to throw these chips that we made in your little presentation right here. And hopefully you're going to do all the work, and now I just get to like sit back and like eat chips. Yeah, I'm just going to like hang out and just like eat chips.
Totally. You can help me a little bit.
You've
been working hard. This girl just banged out 2 recipes in no time. So when we were talking about no cook and we were talking about like summer entertaining, that was where the whole no cook idea came from. I mean, it's hot out. And personally, when I throw a party, I kind of want to be where the action is with all of my friends and family and out by the pool or at the beach and not like hunkered down in the kitchen. So I'm all about easy and make ahead, but yet like really pretty and fresh and impressive.
That's what,
And, you know, again,
easy. I like easy.
Oh my God. But yet impressive, right? So you like feel really cool when you have your party and you bring things out and your guests are like, oh my gosh. And you're like, I really didn't work that hard. For me, that's the kind of tip I love to share. So what we're going to be making today is individual Mexican 7-layer dips. You know that dip that everyone loves that you put out at the party? It's usually in like a pie dish.
Like casserole dish.
Totally, and everyone goes to town on it and loves it. But the problem for me anyway with that is, you know, there's the one person who like kind of hogs all the guac and it looks a little messy
It
after
starts to get kind of funky looking. It doesn't stop everybody from like going to town on it, but it doesn't,
it's good. Everyone loves it. But again, the engineer nerd in me, why not rethink that a little bit and put it in like adorable little cups. You can make them ahead. What I like to do too, and we're going to make one or two too. I'll show you how we assemble them. You can make these ahead, by the way, guys, and keep it on like a cookie sheet in your refrigerator, all ready to just bust out when the party starts.
Okay,
so
I'm down.
So I'm going to show you. The other option, really quickly, I wanted to just mention. I brought 2 different choices here. We're going to put them in little disposable plastic cups, which are great. You can get these at your supermarket. And they have the pretty waves, which, by the way, also hides like if your layering isn't like super beautiful. But I also like to do them if I want to be a little more high-end in like grandma glasses. These are my grandma's glasses. And you can get like some cute retro cocktail glasses, like low balls, and layer them up.
Aren't around.
Yeah.
They
Oh, by the way, though, like there's like, I like using my daughters as like kid helpers in the kitchen.
Yeah.
So for this one, all we need to do, super simple, you guys. You've got some refried beans that you can get. You can get any kind you want. These are pinto. You can use black bean. We're going to season it up with a little bit of taco seasoning, just to kind of like lift the flavor up and give it a little bit more of an oomph.
You want me to stir that around a little bit?
Sure. You want to get in there?
Just helping.
You can. Yeah. No, I know. You're like me. You're like, I can't help it. I want to get involved.
I just want to do something.
Let me get my hands in the kitchen. I was always like that as an engineer. I was the one like going home and catering and like working in restaurants. So that's really like the cooking that's going to be done here.
That's it.
The rest of it is just assembling your other ingredients, which are some shredded cheddar cheese that you can just obviously purchase, some salsa, some guacamole. Everyone loves guacamole. And they're really good. You could make this yourself, but to be honest, if you're serving a crowd and you're really busy, you're only going to have a little layer. You can totally just buy the kind in the supermarket to speed things up for yourself if you like.
But that's what's so great now. It's like if you go to like the grocery store, they have some things that are like pre-made for you, like that you know that aren't.
It's way
that
better
are still
than it
really
used to
good.
be.
Yeah,
they've got like way fresher. Well, I've been
really
finding anyway. You got to be careful though, you guys, and maybe test it out first before you go for it and serve it to everybody. And then some sour cream. And then all we need to do, I'm going to show you. And again, everyone at home, this is why you can like get your kids in there if you're serving a crowd and like mix it up. We'll just start with some beans on the bottom.
I'm gonna get a spoon and do everything you do.
Sorry, I just realized we should have had 2 spoons.
No, it's okay. Look, it's the kitchen. Hostess Next Door. We got spoons.
Exactly. So we're gonna put some beans in the bottom and just like flatten them out a little bit. And then,
don't you feel like whenever you make something individual, it makes everybody feel like if you made a pie, that would be great. But if you made like individual little pies, it's just like the thing that makes people feel like you
the cuteness
special.
Factor. It's so cute and it's my own. It's adorable. And honestly, if you're using little cups like this, great at the pool, great at the picnic. Throw them in a cooler, pack them up and bring them. Easy to toss. And by the way, guys, I'm kind of sad summer's coming to an end.
I know.
But these are awesome for fall, and there is fun with fall.
And for the like Super Bowl,
football parties in the fall. Like this kind of dip goes all year long.
All
really,
the time.
This whole idea.
This is great.
Next, for some color contrast, is people eat with their eyes, right? You want something that looks pretty. We're going to do a layer of sour cream.
Oh yeah. So tell me about the cruise that you were doing with Weight Watchers. So Julie, so everybody, Julie is a consultant with Weight Watchers. She creates recipes for some of your favorite brands, Bed Bath & Beyond. I know we're talking about Weight Watchers, but you do stuff with all these really cool brands. And we were talking about how, like, especially, I think every single woman I know has been on Weight Watchers once or twice or 3 times in their life.
And you know what? It's like, it's really just a great way. My mom did Weight Watchers when I was a kid, and it really just gave me a great foundation for portion sizes. And now as a chef and a recipe developer who works with them, I've learned so many cool tricks and tips that I share on like my Instagram and on my website, Cooking with Julie.
What's your Instagram? Let's shout her out.
My Instagram is at Cooking with Julie, Cooking W Julie, and my website, same thing, Cooking with Julie, Cooking W Julie. Also on Facebook, because I know that, you know, a lot of people. Oh, thank you. I do. I love to share like little easy secrets that will really like lighten up or brighten up or make your cooking more fun, more fresh. So with Weight Watchers, you know, for example, we're using full-fat sour cream, full-fat cheddar. It's so easy to just swap in low-fat to like slash the points. And the other thing with little cups, if you are like trying to keep your eating in check.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Portion control.
Portion control.
Like right in a little cup. Like, why not?
And then you know you had however much you were supposed to have.
And by the way, we did these on the Weight Watchers cruise. So the cruise, Weight Watchers is doing these cool wellness cruises now, and I got to develop like 60 different recipes for them and serve them on the cruise ship. They had workouts. It was so much fun. And
Sarah, are you
thank you. You're just
There's
going for
a cruise ship. I'm just going in on this. There's a cruise ship where you go on a cruise, but you get to do like working out and eating healthy and like. Then you could just tell everybody I'm just going. It's not just vacation. I'm doing something for myself.
I love it.
I love it.
It's a really smart
I've been
idea.
silent because I'm just soaking up all of this knowledge.
So fun. And I've been sharing a lot of the recipes that we served on the cruise, and I did cooking demos too, where I was able to teach people some like really fun techniques for how to get lots of flavor and big portions in your serving, but keeping the calories and fat, or if you're Weight Watchers, the smart points down. So we're going to do some guac, and then next we'll do a little bit of salsa.
I like this.
These are so
pretty.
easy and fun. And again, this will keep, the nice thing, the reason I layered it this way, I'm a nerd, guys. Don't forget, I'm a nerdy engineer at heart. The salsa has some acidity, so it's going to kind of block out any browning from your avocado. So that way your guac won't get all brown and funky if you do make this ahead. Some salsa, and then we'll top it with some cheddar. And so, yeah, I do all of this great work with Weight Watchers, which I love, but on the flip side, I do a ton of recipes and videos for Bed Bath & Beyond, where I teach people all about like easy ideas for entertaining and throwing really awesome parties, and cool serving ideas, like how to set up a great buffet or a dessert buffet. Like
I can't even imagine having like all of what's happening in Bed Bath & Beyond at my disposal.
Right.
Like that place is
so fun.
It's like a Toys R Us for a chef.
So fun.
Like,
and again, you know, I really always wanted to work in this field, so getting to switch into it and like play in this playground now and like help share all of this cool stuff with people at home who want to learn to cook like more interesting dishes or more healthier dishes. It's wonderful. So now we've got our layering done, and honestly, guys, if I was to make this for a party, I would probably do it to this point.
Right, you would just stop right here.
Just put it on a sheet pan, just like the one that we've got our little ingredients set up in here.
Okay.
And you could just, you know, we would layer. Yeah, we can get this out of the way.
Okay.
We would just layer that up, and you can cover it with some plastic wrap, and then right before you're ready to serve it, we're going to just put some fresh, bright garnishes on top.
Okay.
And they're similar, and I love that we're carrying.
Yeah.
We're like playing with
I know.
We're carrying all of our flavors through. So I've got a little bit of cilantro here. And we're just gonna
do like a
you know, just a coarse chop, nothing fancy, no stress.
So cute.
Seriously, no stress. Some scallion, and the reason I added this garnish to the top of this recipe too, I mean, I love all of these creamy, dippy things that we've got going on in these cups, but I wanted something bright and fresh. And crunchy, juicy,
Totally, I get that. You want just that nice, like, little, like, punch of freshness and make it feel really summery. While we can, you know, but like you said earlier, like if it's, you know, if you don't have everything in season or you don't have those, this is obviously a really nice way to serve it as well.
And then the crispy part also on top, I added some red pepper, which was a little unexpected, but I really like doing that. It just, you know, it looks really pretty, it's bright, and again, it's juicy, it's adding flavor. If you wanted to mix it up, I've added chopped radish. I love radish with
that
Mexican
sounds really,
food,
that's super creative. I like
it gives something nice. So yeah, here I'm just making a little garnish.
Julie, these are great ideas.
Oh, thank you. I really also like writing recipes or giving people ways to cook where they can riff on it and make it their own. Like an idea with this one, if you're not really into taco seasoning in your refried beans, you could just have fun with like a little cumin and chili powder and making your own seasoning mix. So yeah, now we've got our.
Can I go there?
Yeah, go for it. Get
All right. I like to garnish.
Get in there. I know it's
fun,
so fun. It's
chefy
like,
thing.
yay, look what we're doing.
Ooh, look at that. Okay, well, this has been really, really, really fun, and I'm so excited about these recipes. The cool thing, too, is we can eat these same chips with every single thing we made, we made today. And so you can use these tortilla chips in the ceviche and the tartare.
It's perfect. We were totally, I'll put this next to it. The other thing, if we have a second, crudité with this, well, you know what, like, yeah, with chips, but honestly, this is really great with celery sticks. You can like really, how about, or you can use celery sticks at the bottom. This is like a little like entertaining trick, you guys. If something looks really beautiful, you're gonna go for it. Right. So with celery, I love to save like the top, the little fronds. They're edible too, by the way, and it just like brightens up your crudité platter, gives it some height, makes it look really like, you know, you're throwing a party.
I like Julie because I went for the chips and she went for the she went for the celery.
I'm like part party girl, part healthy girl. Trust me, I go for a little bit of both.
All right, well, okay, not just your Instagram and your social. Are you anywhere else that we can find you? Just want everybody to know where they can find you.
Yeah, my website is Cooking with Julie, Cooking W Julie. It's my little apron here. And yeah, on my Instagram, I've been posting really cool, like tasty style videos of like cooking hacks. Again, it's that engineer turned chef nerd in me, but I love sharing all these easy things. On Facebook, my Facebook page, I share recipes and photos of what I'm working on, and I'm doing Facebook Lives now. I did a really cool Lose Your Shoes margarita Facebook Live on Friday. If anybody at home wants to go and check out how to make, like, seriously, my all-time favorite margaritas. Yeah.
So you have to come back so we can do margaritas because we like to do.
I like doing cocktails. I like doing cocktails.
Okay, thank you so much, Julie, for coming on today.
It was so nice to meet you.
Of course, Sarah, as usual.
Ready to eat.
Yeah, you're ready. Here we go. All right.
Everyone's like, when can we have some?
I hope that everyone had a wonderful time. Everybody's checking out the eclipse. If it's Monday at 4 o'clock, it's the Hostess Next Door. So we'll see you next Monday. We've got another amazing chef joining me in the kitchen. So have a wonderful week. Thank you.
Bye.